And Transformers fans of all ages, this is the TF Pancake coming to you with a quick video review of the Transformers Tribute Optimus Prime and Orion Pax Evolution 2-pack. And if it sounds like I'm whispering, it's because it's late at night and I'm trying not to disturb my family, so hopefully you can hear me on full volume. Now, taking a quick look at the box, you'll notice that for the artwork, Hasbro decided to use Movieverse Optimus Prime here on the front and on the sides. And it's really hard to tell, but on the top of the box where you open it up to remove the action figures, there's Movieverse Optimus Prime's face. Same thing on the back of the box. Movieverse Optimus Prime's face is on the background. And I recently found out on Wikipedia that the Transformers Tribute toy line, so far there's only 3 Transformers toys in this line that have been released. This one, the Evolution 2-pack, is the first. And I found out that the Transformers Tribute toy line is replacing the Transformers Platinum Edition toy line as a sequel toy line for more Movieverse Transformers toys. And from what I read on Wikipedia, the reason why Hasbro used War for Cybertron Optimus Prime and made a new deluxe toy of Orion Pax repainted and with a different face sculpt of Titan's Return Cup was to show how Optimus Prime has evolved in the Transformers franchise within the last 10 years from 2007 to the current year of 2017. Now, despite the fact that both of these toys are repaints of Transformers Generations action figures, and Optimus Prime is refusing to stand up properly, officially this is just a tribute to Optimus Prime as a character, but more future Transformers products under the Transformers Tribute toy line will most likely be Movieverse toys. So for anyone who's already picked up this 2-pack or is thinking of picking it up, the reason why Movieverse Optimus Prime is used box artwork and is all over the box is for that reason. Future toys in this line will most likely be Movieverse toys and not Generations toys. Setting the box aside, the 2 toys you get in this set are War for Cybertron Optimus Prime and Orion Pax, to sort of represent how Optimus Prime started off as Orion Pax and how he took on a Cybertronian form when he was given the Autobot Matrix of Leadership and became a Prime. Now, there's not much to these toys between the both of them as far as new molding goes. The only new molding is Orion Pax's new face, and I believe the Targetmaster partner for Orion Pax, which you'll notice in the title of the video. Sorry for bumping the camera. But I decided to officially Orion Pax's Targetmaster / Headmaster partner does not have a name. I looked all over the box, I looked all over the instruction sheet, and this guy officially has no name. But I read on Wikipedia that as Optimus Prime falls over and wants me to talk about him more, I read on Wikipedia that the original first Orion Pax toy, which was a repaint of Generation 1 Cup, which was released by eHobby exclusively in Japan by Takara Tomy. The first toy of Orion Pax that was made was a repaint of the G1 Targetmaster version of Cup, and Orion Pax's Targetmaster partner was given the name Barrelroller. So that's why in the title of the video I named this guy Barrelroller, and I don't know, I think it's just a name that suits this guy. I mean, does he look like he could be named Barrelroller to you? Sorry for not holding him up higher there. But yes, I will call this guy Barrelroller from now on. And because of that whole gimmick of Orion Pax having the same weapons as Titan's Return Cup, which he's moldmates with, you can take the Targetmaster, which I have now named Barrelroller, and suit him here. He's actually pegging in place right now, but he fits in well enough. So if you want to, Barrelroller can live up to his original Targetmaster toy that was released by eHobby Shop back in 2005. Now at this point, you'll notice Orion Pax does not have a head, so just to give him a quick head, because I know everyone's been dying to see it, here is Orion Pax wearing the Titanmaster Apex, which is Powermaster Optimus Prime's, the leader class Powermaster Optimus Prime's Titanmaster partner. A lot of people said that when Powermaster Optimus Prime was released, his Headmaster / Titanmaster partner, Autobot Apex, had a very Orion Pax-esque face. So, despite the darker blue plastic, yeah, it really looks like a young Optimus Prime on that face sculpt. So if you want to, you can make, if you give Orion Pax Powermaster Optimus Prime's Titanmaster partner, you can make him both a Headmaster and a Targetmaster at the same time. Whoops, forgot. Don't want to get back in there. Embarrass me on camera. No. Staying on there for the purpose I need it. Just for a quick robot mode size comparison with another Transformers toy, here is Titan's Return, Legends Class Wheelie, the first Orion Pax toy that was sold by eHobby Shop back in 2005, was packaged with a repaint of Generation 1 Wheelie as Orion Pax's best friend, featured in the Generation 1 cartoon episode War Dawn named Dion. And so far there is no word from either Hasbro or Takara to repaint Wheelie into Dion. So in case anyone was figuring on custom painting Titan's Return Legends Wheelie into Dion, you can get an idea of how big the size difference is between Dion and Orion Pax. Removing Apex, setting him up for now. I won't bring out Powermaster Optimus Prime. He's unfortunately buried in the back of a bunch of other Transformers toys I own. I was just barely able to remove the Titanmaster to show it off to you, but transformation on these guys is easy enough. Transforming Orion Pax, well, Orion Pax is easy enough. I take back what I said a minute ago. Same as Cup, lift and fold up the chest, flip the hands off to the sides, and fold them upward right there on that, and then take the Headmaster / Titanmaster partner. It's a shame that this Titanmaster is officially unnamed, but the name that I've just given him right now, Barrelroller, I think that name really suits him. It's really hard to get him to sit in place. Get to him in a moment. Next you want to put the feet down, unpeg these panels, untab these panels in the back, and then right here and flip these out. Rotate the entire leg assembly at the waist. You can, if you want at this point, rotate the arms and fold them around like that, and they peg in place. On this side, rotate them around and then tab them in place. And one nice thing about Orion Pax is all three of his Autobot insignias are modeled after the Elite Guard Autobot logos used in the Transformers animated toy line. See if I can get Barrelroller to fit in place here. In case anyone's wondering what this is, it's just a paintbrush. I found that to get the Titanmasters to sit in place properly inside the toys. The little tabs that on the bottom of the legs behind the feet, the robot mode feet of the Titanmaster, I found that just gently pushing down on it with a paintbrush locks it into place. See if I can do it off camera. And of course it worked off camera, so one thing you want to do is unpeg that, fold that back like that, and then this is the hard part, for me at least. You have to untab the legs from the side panels and then had to unclip them by the back wheels, and then this is the most difficult part of this transforming this mold. You have to tab the legs into the sides of the truck and also tab them into each other at the exact same time, because the legs form the entire vehicle mode except for the front cab section, which the Targetmaster sits in. And then you take Orion Pax's weapons, plug them onto the back of him. Make sure that rotated straight. Make sure I have his arms lined up properly. Alright, once you have everything lined up, there is Orion Pax in his vehicle mode. I'm going to transform Optimus Prime off camera because it's just much quicker to transform him without doing step by step, so my apologies for not transforming the more difficult of the two. The general consensus amongst my fellow Transformers fans is that War for Cybertron Optimus Prime is the most challenging deluxe class Transformers toy to transform back and forth between both Autobot and vehicle mode, but for the sake of time, it's 10:30 at night. I apologize for not showing Optimus Prime's transformation, but I have seen Bert the Stormtrooper's video review of this 2-pack. Shout out to you, Bert the Stormtrooper. You gave what I believe is one of the greatest video reviews of this 2-pack, so he does Optimus Prime's transformation on camera, so you can watch Bert the Stormtrooper's video review to see the transformation there. Alright, so here's Optimus Prime transformed into his vehicle mode, and one feature I didn't show off in robot mode is that his gimmick weapon is that you flip down this tab up here and it automatically flips around into action mode. I like to keep it pointed outward and pointing forward so Optimus Prime is driving into combat. And one thing a lot of people I've noticed missing do as the final step of Optimus Prime's transformation is most people have failed to realize that you have to rotate the smokestacks around so that the hollow parts are pointing inward toward his vehicle mode. So yes, this is the final step in War for Cybertron Optimus Prime's vehicle mode being transformed. So for some quick vehicle mode size comparisons, here they are next to their mold mates. My apologies, I do not have the original War for Cybertron Optimus Prime toy that was released back in 2010, but I do have the Toys R Us exclusive regular Cybertron repaint, and this version is the most video game accurate version of Optimus Prime as he appears in the War for Cybertron video game. And for one last vehicle mode size comparison, here is the second toy of Orion Pax to be released. This is the Generations Thrilling 30/IDW Deluxe Orion Pax toy that was released back in 2013. My apologies, I know from my background. Over. My apologies, my voice is failing me right now. But yes, here is Orion Pax next to his Moldmate Cup and another one of his toys, and so one last look at Thrilling 30 Orion Pax. So focusing on Transformers Tribute Orion Pax, or Titans Return Orion Pax, as a lot of Transformers fans are calling him, next to Cap. There are just as many similarities as there are differences between both toys, but considering the fact that this is only the third toy that Orion Pax as an individual character has been given, and 2 out of the 3 Orion Pax toys out there in the world are repaints of Cup, it's now become an unofficial trend that toys of Cup are going to end up being Ultimates with Orion Pax, and because Orion Pax is a entirely brand new toy, in my opinion, he is the selling figure of the Transformers Tribute of Optimus Prime and Orion Pax Evolution 2-pack. So yeah, there they are. They both have wheels made of clear plastic. Cups are dark gray, Orion Paxes are blue. And I just think they both look really amazing with each other. And for a quick comparison of Optimus Prime with one of the original War for Cybertron versions, a lot of people have been comparing this toy with the original, but even if I were to have all three versions, the differences in the paint, it's not really that much. It's just different colored palettes used in the same spots. For instance, all the parts on this version of Optimus Prime that are yellow, they're now light blue on the new War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. Same thing with the weapon and the wheels on the new version of Optimus Prime. It's hard to tell on my camera, but they're actually navy blue, and here on this version of Optimus Prime they're black. And it's the same thing with the gray bits on this version. They're the parts that are all done on light gray, they're now charcoal gray on the new version. And much of this front panel section is made out of clear red plastic, but even the solid red bits on the newer version, it's a slightly brighter shade of red compared to this version. If you look here on the back, and I forgot to transform Optimus Prime properly in his vehicle, and I forgot to keep his knee spikes or knee pads up on his back bumper. On both these versions, the Toys R Us exclusive version that was released in 2011 and the new 2017 version, there's no taillights, so the only version with taillights is the original 2010 version. But the point I was trying to show is that on the different shades of blue, it's really hard to tell on my camera, but on the older version of Optimus Prime, and I bumped the camera when I'm trying to show it off, on the original version of Optimus Prime, the blue plastic used here is sort of like a solid blue, and on the new version of Optimus Prime, it's actually a cobalt blue, almost like the blue you'd see on Christmas lights. Couldn't think of any other words to describe it. Now, one thing that both these versions of Optimus Prime suffer is that this section of wheels on this side of the toy are very loose, and on this newer version of Optimus Prime, I actually discovered after I took it out of the box that at the factory, when they were pushing the metal pin into the cavity there, they actually forgot to shave some of the excess plastic off, and so I had to take Optimus Prime's leg apart, remove the metal pin, and go in with a teeny tiny screwdriver to clean out the excess plastic. And as you can see, when I transformed it with the excess plastic still inside, it created S marks there on the joint where as I was saying, it created stress marks at the base where the wheels actually attach to the rest of the toy. So just be aware when you buy the Transformers Tribute 2-pack and you're planning on keeping Optimus Prime in your collection to keep an eye out for excess plastic on the wheels. It's fairly easy to take the legs apart. And as long as you have tiny screwdrivers, you should be fine in removing the excess plastic. And I wanted to see if it really was more trouble than it's worth. There's the excess plastic that I took out of Optimus Prime's legs. So as you can see, for the tiny space that they were hiding in, they caused quite a bit of trouble. So yes, this has been the TF Geek, and this has been a video review of the Transformers Tribute Evolution 2-pack of Optimus Prime and Orion Pax. And after browsing Wikipedia and discovering that the first toy of Orion Pax came with a Targetmaster partner named Barrelroller, I decided to give that name to Titan's Return Orion Pax's Headmaster / Titanmaster partner. So let me know in the comment section if you think Barrelroller is a great name for Orion Pax's partner, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This has been the TF Geek. Thank you, and have a great day.